this man that got 4 or 5 of them things in a crib, and it's with the wife, and it's a lot. Dog, like, let me just address y'all. Like, literally, bro, like, if you married in a relationship, you know, something committed, you know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of kids, not even a bunch, you got kids, and y'all live with your girl, you dealing with that, you managing it, bro. I commend you, you know, for staying, bro. Because a lot of men don't stay. A lot of men, you know, get up when times get difficult and they run. Even if your lady don't tell you this, bro, I commend you. I respect you. I salute you for thugging it out. Even if it's challenging, even if you don't know where the next meal gonna come from, even if, you know, work has been unstable and your paycheck ain't as great as it, y'all can't do the fun stuff and extracurricular activities, and sometimes you don't even know where that food gonna come from, or, you know, maybe y'all doing a little all right, but you feel like y'all could be doing a little better, but you dealing with it and you manage it, bro. I commend you. I respect you. I appreciate you. Why? Because it's not highlighted enough the amount of energy and effort that it takes to be able to just thrive in manhood, even survive in manhood, and you doing it with, you know, that and shouldering that load, and coming from somebody that did it. I had a family at 5, you know, even though we never got down the aisle to actually that we operated no different, like literally blended the families and went full-fledged, and I know what that felt like. So if you in that and you can't get away from it, maybe y'all is married, maybe y'all got kids together, and it's like it ain't no out, you know, you find a way to sustain, you know what I mean? I commend you and I salute you. And again, I really appreciate you, because everybody need a man in the house. Like the women need a man in the house, daughters need a man in the house, son need a man in the house. And even if you feel like you're not always loved, valued, and appreciated, just know that you always will be respected from me.
Yeah, and to me, that I think about the guy I referenced in the beginning of the conversation, because again, I'm not the type of person to look down on anybody with money. Money is that's not about your character, how you are as a person, whatever. So like, I can tell even when his whole little spiel he's giving about his kids and his path, whatever, I can tell the love he had for his family. His 5 kids, he's like, I've been with my girl about 16 years and I got it right, da-da-da. He's like, we went through some shit, but it's there. I'm like, I respect it. Like, you know, I don't understand it per se, whatever, but I respect that you clearly are committed and you love your family. And that's all the ultimate matters.
Are you a family man though? Because that matters.
What you mean?
So
like, what do you mean by, what does that mean to you, family man?
So for me, like literally, like everything is about like family unity. Like when I had, you know, it was in my last relationship, but we blended our families and it was all 5 of us. It was about family moments and, you know, just like building together, be like enjoying those moments, creating those moments, going to the place, like whether we going, you know, to the Poconos or just going to Donny Park or having just a fucking Disney day at the house and just building and creating those memories as a family, where it's like we taking those photos and being able to say like, you know, remember we had this, or remember y'all argued about that, or remember, and it's just like being centered around providing for that and being content with being like, yo, this is my team and I want to build my team up to be the best team in the world. And I ain't always gonna like how my team is performing. I ain't always gonna like how my co-star is acting, but ultimately as a team, when we go out into the world, I want to see us thrive and flourish, and I feel fulfilled in that. Like, it gives me a sense of belonging and purpose. So, you know, do you feel like it's more that, like you're the family man guy, or you feel like it's more of the duty, priority, obligation style?
No, I'm absolutely a family man guy. And actually, to your point, you may have just connected a few thoughts. How you always talk about you don't want nobody stepping on our set and trying to run shit and have input. That's how I feel about my family.
Yeah.
Like, I actually take offense when anybody has anything to say about anything. I feel like my girl don't really have that foresight about certain, even my mom. I love my mom to death, but even when she try to have certain input about my daughter about certain shit, I don't give a single fuck for her, bro. Sure. Like, it's like,
that's a question to your leadership.
Yeah.
Directly.
Fair. But if, let's just say it may be an indirect question, but even if it's not about me or towards me, I don't give a fuck. Like, and I feel like it's only, that's why I even come down with the marriage. I wanted to set the tone, but yo, it's only about me and you. I don't give a fuck about nobody's input about our wedding or marriage. That's why only we going.
Yeah.
Like, I don't yeah, like,
he took me and you to a whole new level.
Yeah, like, so I'm actually very intentional about our unity and bond, about us building and what we think about certain shit, whatever, about what me and my girl think about our daughter together and where she's about to be, whatever. So no, I take that seriously. And even with something like Christmas, like, again, I'm not naturally with the frills of traditional certain things that decorated, but it's like, yo, let's watch Home Alone together all day. Like, you know, so I definitely love that type of shit.
I just asked because you was only child. So like, I don't know if it meant to say, like, I don't know. I had a lot of siblings. So that togetherness of just like, we all we got, you know, we all we need, you know, that don't mean we block out everybody else, but just knowing that at worst case, I got my family, got my household, like, you know, and I ain't know if you experienced that because, you know, you kind of grew up just mom and dad and you, like,
because of that though, to your point though, to answer your question, I do have like a for better or worse, a minimalistic view of those type of things. Where it's like, and because my family went through some shit where we kind of got fractured, so it's like I definitely. If you're not on the same path as me, I kind of don't really give a fuck about it for over. It's like, I often say my family often is like my mom, my grandma, and
yeah, like your immediate.
Yeah, like
my family is very much. You see, you just was in the car,
right.
calling this cousin, calling this sister. Everybody come bring over. Like we got a close knit.
I think that's dope.
So so it's like that shit mattered to me. Like so because I feel like every family that I start with, the way I started my life was gonna start broken. Cause I got 2 kids that I will be bringing in, and if the woman has a kid or no kid, it's still not broken, but it would have to be manufactured to fit. And I'm like, all right, cool. If that's the part, but I still want to have some type of homegrown foundation where it's like we got together and created this, and we added these extra elements that was already there, but just placed them, the right way, or collectively as a unit in a village. Me and my 2. Plus you and whatever you got, and then we had one. It's like now we all collectively could love this one. It's like it really take a village, and it's like and to your point, I'm pivot real quick. I'm gonna land that thought and just pivot because but that you should take offense if people got too much input on how you run your family. That is a direct question to your leadership as a man. And if you're watching this, I want you to understand, like, you're not wrong for being offended by people questioning the way you run your household. Because that's no different than if somebody is running a business and somebody going in there telling them how to run a business, and somebody running a team and somebody telling them how to coach their team, or if somebody running a household and somebody telling them what they should be. People don't have the viewpoint or the vantage point to be able to see every moving piece of why you do what you do to give you that opinion. See, this is the thing. I don't take opinion from people. I take perspective. I'm humble enough with humility enough to take perspective. How do you see it? You can tell me how you see it, but you're not going to tell me what I should and shouldn't do, because that gives somebody them thinking that their opinion should have whole weight over. So they only think if you don't take that opinion, you don't listen. You hard-headed. No, that's you thinking you know what's best for what I got going on more than what I do. And that is an insult to my ability to lead. Me taking perspective and me taking wisdom and all these different things gives me the bandwidth to be able to pull from what resonates or learn something new. But you just flat out disregard anything that I might be able to learn and just giving me up. I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should do that. I think
why is this like that?
Why is this like you just basically saying F everything I'm working towards, and you just smarter than me. I don't really bang with that. But it's like from the standpoint of somebody offering perspective, look, man, I've been a dad for X amount of years. This is how I've always done things. I can take that perspective. I'm like, would that work for me? Probably won't. Probably will. But it gives me that bandwidth to be able to say, all right, this is something that I can pull from or something that I can disregard versus somebody saying, you should do it like this. You need to be more like this. So like, you ain't gotta, you know what I mean? You could feel offended if somebody telling you how to run your house, because that's a question to your leadership. We say we don't want our women to question us. Why? Not because we want them to have questions, because we don't want them challenging us. Questioning on the way I do things is challenging my ability to get it done, whether you see it that way or not. Now, if you want to add insight to what I'm doing, I like the way you did that. Have you ever considered this? That's cool.
Delivery is everything.
Delivery is everything. If you say, look, man, I see you've been doing it like that. Have you ever considered doing it this way? That's not an opinion. That's giving somebody an opportunity to say yeah or no. But just telling them you need to stop doing it like this and start doing it like that. Oh yeah, you got me fucked up. Get out my house. Clearly you think you the man of the house. Mom. Like, no.
On Christmas. Like,
for sure. Why the tree over here? Oh my gosh, my mom. You know you watching this right now. My mom, she tried to do it subtly now. She tried to do that approach. Son, so I don't want to tell you what to do because I know you don't like that. But how you feel about all right, I was just saying. Like,
I was just gonna, I didn't mean